Architects and party peeps, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First, and today I want to talk about uniquely curated spaces. If you don't know what I do here, I talk all things premium courses, whether they be online or face to face. It's taking your knowledge, your wisdom, your life experiences, all of that wisdom that you have gained over the years, and packaging it into something that you can use to teach people around the world, because you're not supposed to stay what? You are not supposed to stay local, you're supposed to be global. Let's get into it today. So I want to talk about crafting these uniquely curated spaces, right? When I talk about this, I'm talking about it, yes, in regards to your courses, of course. Of course, we'll always make this relate and make sense to that. But just in general, like, think about, so when you start to think about what can my course topic be, are people actually going to buy into what it is that I want to create around? I want you to start to think about, what advice would you have given yourself 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 weeks ago, whatever have you? A lot of the people, pro tip for your courses, that you want to serve are just a couple of steps behind you, right? And when I say behind you, I don't mean like anyone's higher than anybody else, right? As far as status or anything like that, or value or self-worth, I should say. I'm talking about people who need to learn the lessons that you have already overcome, the challenges and obstacles that you have already found ways around, over, through. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about creating these or crafting these uniquely curated spaces in the sense of bringing your personality through, like whatever it is that you are into, however it is that you are showing up. Think about what you needed back when you needed it, right? Again, 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 weeks ago. What did you need? What did you need to hear? Who did you need to see? All right. Mentorship, coaching in that aspect. Who did you need? And it's usually the person you've become, right? Which is wild to think about. You need to hear from that person. And so when you're creating these spaces, they're uniquely curated because they're by you and for you at a specific point. Because understand that if you went through something, like, there's always somebody going through something similar or about to go through that thing. And that's the reason that I teach. And that's the reason that the people that I work with want to teach, is because we aspire to help other people not go through some of the bad stuff that we had to go through, or more challenging things that we had to go through. We understand that challenges are necessary. The valleys are as necessary as the mountaintops. But with that being said, there are some things that we could have skipped, right? There are some things that we just didn't have to go through, or we didn't have to do. And so that's the reason that we teach. That's the reason that we create courses. And I just want to put this here that, again, there's a space. If you see a missing something, there's a missing element or a missing space, spaces where you think that, and you know that you can step in and help craft and curate that space, do it. All right, do it today. I just came across like an art show for Black girls. It's called the Black Girl Art Show, right? I think that's the name, but it's something like that. If you type it in, it'll come up. And I think that's so cool. Like it's a space that is uniquely curated and crafted, and that's kind of like the inspiration for today. The space that I've created with helping high performers, high achievers, who are often called overachievers, okay, in our professional endeavors, our personal endeavors. And my spaces are primarily, I'll be completely transparent with you, primarily women. Women who look like me, okay, who have been through some similar experiences. And I don't mean just look like me, like color, right, ethnicity, but people who have been through similar experiences, high achievers, high performers. Now, don't get me wrong, we also have some men coming into the program, but they appreciate the space. But the space that I have curated, all right, is uniquely curated based on my experiences, based on what it is that I've been through. And I want you to feel free enough to create those kinds of spaces for people, again, who look like you, who are going through similar situations, who are facing challenges, and you can help them. Again, if in order to do this, you have to think about, and not go back to necessarily, but think about where you were. Think about where you've grown from. Think about who you needed, what spaces you needed, what coaches and mentors you needed to hear from and to see, okay, operating in their excellence at a higher level. Who did you need at that time? And craft those kinds of spaces for the people who will come into your world. If you want to learn more about how to do this, how to take that knowledge, wisdom, and package it into these spaces, as well as premium courses, you can check out the free training at jumpfirstacademy.org. There are free resources as well as paid resources over there to help you implement as you go through the training as well. All right, get started at jumpfirstacademy.org. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, and bell notification if you haven't already, so we can continue to spread this message out to the rest of the world and share it with somebody who needs some inspiration today, some positivity to keep moving forward. I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you back here same time, same place. Bye, y'all.